Somebody just took a baseball bat to another baseball bat, and it was loud. My son and I both turned to look at what it was, and what we saw was very strange, right? The moose that were, about a quarter mile back were now bounding towards us, right, on the other side of that fence. And I mean, they are moving, right? So I moved my son, right, over to the side out of the way, just in case, right? We want to make sure nothing happens, right? So as the moose get closer to us, and now they're probably 20 yards away, right? The calves keep going, but the mother, the cow, she turns directly towards us, and she's over that fence as if she was stepping up a stair on your stairway. It was like, boom, she was in there, right? Immediately, I always carry, right? This is Alaska. If you go out in the wilderness and don't carry, you're an idiot, okay? So at that time, I had a 40 caliber, and as the moose turned toward us, I immediately drew my pistol. I pushed my son behind me, and I brought that pistol up and put it right on that moose's chest. And I had a thought. I didn't want to kill a moose, right, for charging at me, because obviously it looked like it was scared. It looked like it had been stampeded, right? And so I dropped my point of aim down to his feet. I fired 2 rounds in quick succession. That cow just freaking turned and bolted out of there, right? She was gone, okay? So there we were. So now imagine this, right? I'm here. I just fired 2 rounds. Bang, bang, right? And the moose bolts. And this is where it gets really weird, okay? Right across from us, up the hill behind the fence, was a wash, right? It came down, and there were a lot of like rocks. I mean, when we say rocks, I'm talking about boulders, like 300 or 400 pound boulders all over the place in this little wash. So I'm holding down, right? I just fired, and my freaking adrenaline's going through the roof. And I literally remembered I had to shake my head because I thought, what did you just see, right? So I kind of shook my head and looked again. And going up this wash was something at least 8 to 9 feet tall, right? Covered in brownish, grayish hair. And it was going up this wash, clearing those boulders, is the only way I can put it, right? These boulders are the size of like a small Volkswagen. This thing was running up that wash as if it was just running down the street. And before you knew it, this was only like maybe 3-4 seconds, right? Before you knew it, he had